What's up, everybody? Welcome to Game Moose episode 114. I'm one of your hosts, Ryan Turford, alongside the ghost with the most, Drew McMillan.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, and returning from about a fortnight, Brock McLaughlin.
I feel like Sonic. Like I just ran in here, sat down, and here we are recording in like 2 seconds.
Doing this pretty quick.
Didn't even ask how everyone's doing. What's going on?
Yeah. No.
All right, everybody, stop. Can we just talk about something first? The TTC is the worst, and that's why we're doing this really fast. Because unexpectedly, the subway to the studio was closed, and usually they have replacement buses. Mm-hmm. Today, they just decided not to.
It's like it's being run by a 4-year-old kid playing SimCity.
Yeah.
Who's like, let's spend all our money elsewhere. No one wants transit on the weekend. Why would anyone want anywhere to go? Spend time with your loved ones at home.
I mean, it is because there's all that construction in my neighborhood that they're closing the subway because they're building a subway across the town.
Yes.
Well, I elect to construct something better and stop calling yourself the best transit system in North America.
Yeah,
because you're a bold-faced liar.
They're building a crosstown service, which is something we desperately need. I don't know if we need it this far north, but we'll find out.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
For those of you not listening, we have a shitty, or for not listening, for listening, from not from Toronto, we have a very shitty subway system.
Toronto is a decent city.
I mean,
it deserves a better subway service.
I mean, at least it's not BART, because I hear so many horror stories about the San Francisco transit system.
Yeah. San Francisco's problems are a little bit different. They just have so many people on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways. Yeah. The joys of public transit, ladies and gentlemen.
Exactly. Anyways, coming up on today's show, we're to talk about the 2 new fighters coming to Dragon Ball FighterZ. That's coming up later.
Maybe the TTC should implement like microtransactions, so you have to pay a little bit more if you want to get to your actual stop.
Yeah.
Like, they aren't running, but they can if you open this box.
Yeah.
You know, Brock, just so you know, the Japanese transit system, the farther you go on the subway, the more you pay.
Yeah.
That's like Vancouver's the same way.
Just like if you go like 3 stops, you pay like $1.
Yeah, Vancouver works like that.
Yeah.
You pay by how far you go.
London's like that as well.
Yeah.
There are other transit systems in the world that are better than ours for a lot of reasons.
I mean, it could be the London transit system in London, Ontario, where it's $4 a bus ride, and there's only the bus, and it's very slow.
You came here for the video games, you get the transit talk.
That's right.
Anyways,
you're listening to municipal radio chat
on NPR.
Yeah, we wish we were on NPR.
You know, I like the fact that you were like, we gotta go, but we've been spending like 3 minutes just talking about transit.
Yeah, well, it's the show.
Unlike the transit, we're going.
Exactly.
On to the next topic.
Yeah. We're also going to talk about Dinosaur Hunter today because why not? It's in the news. And a weird collaboration between Square and Valve. So we'll talk about that a little bit
weird
later.
is certainly weird.
I got that in my inbox yesterday and was like very confused. It is real.
Yeah.
It is a real game.
It's a real thing that's going to happen.
That is very weird.
Yeah. It's almost as cool.
I should have played it before the show. I did not.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's not out. The thing we're going to talk about isn't out yet. But
no, I have it.
Oh.
I have the codes for it.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know. I didn't really want to play an N64 game.
Oh, Turok?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Turok.
Oh, you have other news.
No, you threw that in when I was talking about the Square.
I don't know, man. I'm confused.
Anyways, let's get to it. Let's talk about the DICE Awards. The DICE Awards were on Thursday this week. Basically, the DICE Awards is like the gaming industry's awards that they give out every year. So we're going to just quickly run through the different awards and who won them and to see how close we were with our Game of the Year awards. Probably not very close at all, but you know. So their Game of the Year this year was Zelda Breath of the Wild. No surprise, because that won at the other Game Awards as well, and I mean, rightfully so. Zelda also won Outstanding Achievement in Game Direction and Game Design. Again, it makes a lot of sense because when you think about the way that game is designed, there's like nothing else like it. It completely changes the way you think about open world games, in the way other games don't. So it makes a lot of sense. The VR Game of the Year was Lone Echo, which is the Ready at Dawn game, the VR game. I don't know much about it. I haven't played it. Fire Emblem Heroes was the mobile game of the year, guys.
Yeah, I mean, okay, sure.
People really like that game.
Yeah.
Handheld game of the year, Metroid Samus Returns, slam dunk, because that game's amazing.
Okay.
And you should play it. Unlike Pokemon, which no one likes that game. Come on.
What?
I've never heard anyone like Pokemon.
Don't play. I mean, I don't know. The Sun and Moon were good.
Yeah, no, I mean, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon were nominated this year, though.
Yeah.
Which were basically the same game.
Yeah, that's my problem with those things.
Yeah. The DICE Sprite Award winner, which is basically an award given to a studio with very little resources for developing a game, was Snipperclips. So
Right.
Snipperclips won that award.
Good for Snipperclips.
Outstanding achievement in online gameplay, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. No surprise, especially by your PUBG shirt.
What?
Yeah. Oh, speaking of PUBG, before we get into more awards, talk about your chicken recipe.
Oh, yes.
Or rib recipe.
Yeah, I didn't make chicken. I didn't make chicken. I threatened to make chicken, but I didn't. Here's the deal.
The sauce is a chicken and rib sauce.
Yeah.
Big
I think
ass
it
hair
counts.
on you.
I have hair.
What, do you want to keep that? Why were you trying to grab it in my hand? Do you want to save that for later?
No, I wanted to know what it was.
It's a piece of hair.
All right. So after we did some monkey grooming here, yeah, I made food. So the good people at Xbox Canada sent us some delicious sauce.
It is really fucking good.
It's good sauce. I was
It's
surprised.
Really good.
And I was gonna make. Well, I wanted to do something barbecue. The reality is you can't barbecue chicken. People say you can grill chicken, but you can't barbecue chicken. Barbecue is like this the tradition of cooking it low and slow.
Yeah.
So yeah, I made some ribs, slathered it with that rib and chicken sauce, and they were delicious. I don't have a smoker, as we talked. Well, I do,
Yeah.
but not.
We talked about it last
Not
week.
in my condo.
No, probably
So
not.
here's the trick to making ribs in your apartment or whatever. Number one, make a good dry rub. That dry rub should be about like 2/3 paprika, which doesn't really do anything other than make it look nice. And then mostly black pepper and garlic powder. And then if you want to throw in a little bit of cumin or something like that. But those are the three. Get those things going. Rub them with rub the ribs with some yellow mustard, and then sprinkle that very lightly. You know, don't go crazy with it. Just get a nice even coverage of the rub. Then wrap them in foil, also known as the Texas crutch. Yeah.
I mean, it helps hold the moisture in.
Yeah. You can put a little bit of apple cider vinegar in there if you want to get it going. And then throw them in an oven, set to 300 degrees. Do that for 1 hour. And then after an hour, open up the foil, spray them with apple cider vinegar with a little spritzer bottle, and let it go for like another hour and a bit.
I started my day with a shot of apple cider vinegar. This sounds like a lot better option to get that into my body.
Yeah. Apple cider vinegar is good for one thing. That's making food taste better. It's not good for pretty much anything else.
Like drinking, don't drink it.
I like shooting it.
You can drink it if you want. It just won't
Good
do
for
it.
that digestive system, though. No, it does stuff
Won't do
internally.
anything. It's not gonna.
It does stuff internally. It's a very healthy drink.
Are you gonna mix that with some coconut oil? And
I do fuck with some coconut oil and some chia seeds. I was having that before I got here.
Is there any other like magical panaceas that you use?
No, I just discovered that lemon water does absolutely nothing, so I've cut that from my morning ritual.
I'll be interested to see what happens when you find out that all these other things actually do nothing too.
You know what? I didn't know you were a doctor. Dr. Drew's in the house.
Yeah.
You should listen to the podcast Sawbones. By the way, I've been listening to that a lot recently.
Is that a barbecue podcast?
No, it's a medical podcast about medical history. It's very
Yeah, I
good.
don't know.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for people listening at home who are writing their notes about Drew's recipe. I interrupted. Go on, Drew.
Right. So after about 2.5 hours in the oven, they should look a little bit like they should be really, really soft at that point. Not so much that they're falling apart. Hit them with the sauce. Throw them on the grill for like 2 minutes, like a really hot grill for 2 minutes. Just get some nice char marks on there, and then go to town.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Which sauce did you use? Because I know they gave 3.
Yeah, they gave us 3. I did not use the hariyaki sauce, which is like
That's when I've been using my stir fries.
Stir fries.
It's good.
Yeah,
It's real good.
And there's also like a chili lime one, which
I did a lettuce wrap with that the other day.
Nice.
Chicken lettuce wrap.
very nice. That sounds good. That sounds good. So I use the chicken and rib sauce, which is like a traditional chicken and rib sauce.
I'd like to remind
It's got a little
everyone
bit
at
of heat to
home
it.
that my body is a temple.
Yeah. Yeah.
I also ate a box of Oreos last night and feel disgusting.
You should look at the ingredients on the sauce, by the way.
I don't want to.
You don't.
I don't want to. I feel like they're good for a reason.
Yeah. Like, my advice with any of this stuff is go easy on the sauce.
Yeah.
Because barbecue sauce is pretty much, it's sugar and then some...
It's pretty much liquid sugar.
Yeah. Essentially.
Sugar and sweet and everything
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's it. Yeah, I cooked that up. It was real good. I had some.
You posted pictures on Twitter as well, which is why I brought it up.
Some sweet potato on the side.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very, very good. I got some leftovers at home. I might have someone.
I wish sweet potato was even close to as good as a French fry. You know, they just don't compete.
Well, the reality is that they're not any better for you.
No.
Objectively speaking, like sweet potato fries versus French fries, there's no difference. As a matter of anything, the sweet potato has a higher GI than a normal potato. Like your body breaks down the sweet potato into sugars faster, and will raise your blood sugar faster. Mm-hmm. So it's if anything, sweet potato is slightly worse for you.
Welcome to the first episode of Transport Health Moose.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we talk about
vroom, vroom.
Your concerns about the municipal policies and
Eating clean.
Yeah, public health.
Yeah.
Once again, though, folks, I should remind you, it's still February.
Yeah. Yeah, you keep in mind that I know all these things. That doesn't like actually being able to like apply knowing about having to eat healthy is a completely different thing.
Now this is sorry. Go ahead, bro.
Oh, I'm gonna say the PUBG has actually grown on me these last few weeks. I'm actually enjoying it.
Yeah,
I've had some fun times.
We had a good time the other day at the event at the winners dinners on Ossington there. Yeah, it's a good game. I mean, it has its problems, but it's good.
I wish there was a little bit more to do, but it is pretty fun. It gets really intense if you make it to like the last 20.
Oh yeah,
with a good team, it's pretty fun.
Especially like the worst part though is that you get to that point where like the first 15 minutes of every single game, you that becomes very repetitive and quite boring. And especially if you die a lot at that point, so you get to the first 15 and then you just randomly get shot by some dude in the head and you're like, fuck.
Fuck.
You know,
it's not fun alone. I really just like it with friends. It's really boring alone.
You gotta play it in a squad. Yeah, playing a solo, it can get real boring real fast.
Hashtag squad up.
Yeah.
No, what I was going to mention as well is you've been teasing your barbecue recipe on the show for years, Drew. Years.
Yes, I have.
It's like the second episode.
This is true.
Because we kept that was our incentive for getting people to try and write in, and then they never did.
Well, fuck. What's the incentive now?
Yeah, well, we're fine.
There is no incentive.
I'll show you my next.
I have more recipes.
Yeah.
I bake, I cook, you name it.
That recipe was just the carrot on the stick.
Yeah,
you gotta once you have one recipe, you need the rest of
I
it.
can teach you how to make eclairs from scratch.
See?
You know,
that's a tease.
With a true pot au choux. You know,
I don't know what these words are.
And a pastry cream. Yeah. Yeah. Pot au choux is a type of pastry that's made with like a paste mixed with it means shoe paste. It's a whole thing.
That sounds gross. I don't want to eat no shoe paste, Drew.
Have you ever had have you ever had like cream puffs?
No, I don't like those.
You don't like those?
I don't like those.
That's made.
I don't like soft like the whipped cream and stuff. Grosses me out.
Okay. So a cream puff is
out.
Made from pot au choux that like
body's a temple.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone believes you. Anyways, let's get back to the DICE Awards. Strategy Game of the Year.
We're only as far as the DICE Awards?
Yeah, we're still in DICE Awards.
Strategy Game of the Year, Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. It won against like XCOM and other games as well.
That's kind of bullshit.
Sports Game of the Year, if you want to talk about that, FIFA 18. I mean, it was okay, but
people play it.
Yeah, there were a lot better sports games, though, I think. Even like something of Madden, I think, was better this year. Role-playing game of the year, not Persona 5, Nier Automata. Because, you know, they wanted to make me sad, because Persona 5 is the best RPG.
That's deeply confusing. I don't know if I call Nier
a true RPG.
Or a role-playing game.
Yeah. Now, what's crazy is the next award, Brock. Racing game of the year, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Won over Forza and Gran Turismo and Project Cars, all of which are new games, but Mario Kart 8 is an old game.
Nintendo got a lot of awards. That's what you're saying. And Nintendo guy really did a good job up there.
They did.
Just a bang-up job, whoever that guy was.
I mean, the family game of the year, Brock, was Snipperclips.
I mean, oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. The Sony did get 2 awards, though. Outstanding Technical Achievement and Outstanding Achievement in Story for Horizon Zero Dawn, which is good at least. And then Cuphead won a couple awards.
They did.
Outstanding Achievement in Original Music, Art Direction, and Animation. Which, again, for animation and art direction, that's pretty much a no-brainer. But music, Cuphead had a really awesome soundtrack. We talked about it last year as well.
It was a very good year for music, though, in video games.
Because also Persona 5 had a really great soundtrack. Nier had an amazing soundtrack as well. Mario, Zelda.
Celeste is on my list for this year for best soundtrack.
Yeah, for sure.
It's gotta be.
I'm so excited for us to be able to talk about the year, provided we don't forget about Celeste.
We'll never forget about Celeste.
Yeah, exactly. I already have it jotted down. I'm not forgetting about it. And then the last award, Outstanding Achievement in Character, Hellblade for Senua.
Yeah, good.
Of course. Again, makes a lot of sense. So those were the DICE Awards this year. For the most part, I mean, other than the couple that we sort of scoffed at, like they were mostly congruent with what I thought they were going to give the awards to, and sort of what our consensus was. It was a little weird that like Mario Odyssey didn't win any awards other than in sound design, but for the most part, it was kind of what I expected. So yeah, let's move on to our next topic, what we've been playing. So before we get into Drew's picks, Brock, you were away last week.
I was.
What have you been playing in the last 2 weeks?
I've been playing a lot because I've been on Mixer most nights here.
You have?
Up until the other night when I tried to stream Fable and my internet crapped out.
Mixer.com/Rockstar.
Which is okay because after about 5 minutes of playing, I realized I really did not want to be playing Fable. So I've been playing PUBG. I've been playing Monster Hunter World, which I love. Yeah. I think it's fucking cool.
You've been streaming a lot of that too.
Yeah, I think it's really, really cool. A really cool game. I'm having a lot of fun with it. Now that I kind of know what's going on, and the loop isn't so bad because killing the monsters every time is really different. And I'm still trying to figure out what weapons work for me and what does. Like, I'm clearly have no idea what I'm doing, but I feel like I know what I'm doing, and I like that. I've been playing a really stupid game, and I want to say stupid, but it is insanely fun and really well written and a lot longer than I thought, and that's OKKO.
I was going to say, that doesn't sound stupid at all.
It's a Cartoon Network show on a show I've never seen before.
I've never heard of it.
Neither have I. It's only like its first season, but there's a ton of video game references in the game. It's super self-aware. It's like a beat-em-up RPG.
Okay.
It's really fun.
Okay, I think I know what this is now.
I honestly started playing because I was like, I'll beat this in like 4 hours. And 15 hours later, I finally beat it. And I was like, that was a very, very good game with a lot of variety. And I think it's like $15. It's totally worth it if you like a little beat 'em up.
I'm guessing that's one of the Adult Swim games.
Yeah.
Okay. Because
So
I know they've been
Xbox.
in like publishing for sure, like publishing a lot of stuff.
It's a really, really fine-tuned game with a lot to do, and it's a small like world that you're in, but it's not that repetitive, and they give you lots of shiny stuff to do, and the story's really fun. On top of that, I've been playing Dragon Ball.
Nice.
I still can't make it to the story because I'm so bored by it.
Yeah.
So I flip on and off with that.
I kind of basically just was like, all right, I'm dedicating 6 hours. I'm just going to sit down and just get through this.
I gotta do that because I really want the other characters. And then Halo 5, I've been playing a lot of.
The Guardians.
#
Team Lock.
What?
No.
That's
Why are
the
you
best.
playing
No.
Halo 5?
Because I started playing the multiplayer one night and found it really fun again.
Are you playing the
Warzone?
yeah, whatever it's called?
Like the separate mode?
yeah.
Warzone, yeah. I finally figured out what that is. It's a hoot.
Is it?
I like it.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun with it. I've been playing ranked and then Warzone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very nice.
And then like quite a number of indies, but
Yeah.
I mean that's just here and there. I've been really like cycling through all the games I've had. I've been traveling and then had a lot of days off, so just been playing stuff.
Very nice.
How was New York?
I saw a lot of toys in New York.
Yeah?
Yeah, not as many Han Solo toys as I would have thought, and like no Infinity War toys.
Han Solo toys, as in Han Solo, the new
movie.
A lot of old stuff, like a lot of stuff from Last Jedi.
Yeah. Did you see the Han Solo, like the new, or the old Millennium Falcon? What would be the pre?
No, so Lego's booth was totally locked off.
Oh.
So you couldn't go in it unless you were such and such a person.
Like press or something?
Yeah.
Specific
So
press?
I didn't.
Are you saying BrockstarGaming.com is not a press outlet?
Well, I wasn't there for that, so
Yeah. I know,
couldn't, unfortunately. But I did see a lot of things. I mean, Funko's putting out so many things.
Yeah.
Q-Pop has a lot of cool figurines coming out.
Who's
Q-Pop partnered up with Loot Crate. I'm not sure if they're still part of it anymore, but they're like little action figures. They're about 6 inches tall. They're on a stand.
Okay.
And they're really detailed. They have some really cool Thor Ragnarok ones. They're really awesome. They have cool things. And yeah, there was a lot of Bandai. Bandai had a huge presence with a lot of Dragon Ball toys.
Very nice.
And all the Dragon Ball toys come with Dragon Balls,
Yeah.
like backing, so you can place your character with the Dragon Ball behind them.
Huh.
So you can build them, and then you get the dragon in the middle.
Neat.
The dragon toy alone is sweet as hell.
Cool. Awesome.
Nice.
Awesome.
Drew?
I you know what I've been playing. You know,
Not Subnautica?
all Subnautica all the time.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm so close to finishing that game. I'm in the last area. It's a really good game. I mean, remember we were talking about like there are some like performance and graphical issues on the Xbox. and I said it didn't really affect gameplay. It's really starting to affect gameplay.
Oh, okay.
When you get to, I found anyway, the longer I've been playing, the more stuff I've been building, I guess, and also in like the later areas, the performance is really bad.
Oh, that's
so like, I'm driving my submarine and I'll have to like stop and wait for the world to pop in so that I don't crash into a wall. You know, so yeah, that kind of sucks. But which is the biggest shame is it's such a fun game to play. You know, building sea bases and like exploring and unraveling sort of the mystery of the world and all that kind of shit is really, really fun. And I know that they're working on it, right? Because they said that they want to, their next goal is to get their full Xbox launch. So that's what they're working on right now.
Okay.
And I'm excited to see, because apparently there's a bunch of like stuff that was like taken out of the game or was incomplete. So it sounds like they're going to do like some kind of DLC in the future. Hopefully that makes it to the Xbox as well.
Yeah.
Because it's a really great game, and it would just I could see there just being a lot more. They could do a lot more in this game, and that'd be awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
It sounds like a much better survival game than Metal Gear Survive, which a lot of people sort of had mixed feelings on this week.
Especially the whole like you have to pay them $10 if you want to start again.
Well, you have to do that if you want a second save slot.
Right.
Is what the $10 is for, and that's $10 for each additional save slot on top of that.
I'm just shaking my fucking head, man.
I mean, that's
come
one way
on.
to do
First
it.
off, this game does not look good.
Yeah.
Second off, that is ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean, I heard it gets good 20 hours in.
Oh, that's great.
It's the Final Fantasy 13.
You have to,
So what is this,
you have to stick
Destiny?
it out a day in real time to
Yeah.
get to something good.
No, because apparently there's like something that happens in like towards the end of the game that suddenly just makes everything click, and I think that but like the first like 15 hours are apparently like super boring.
All
which
right.
makes me real sad.
Oh, I finished AC Origins after like 55 hours.
Nice.
That game fucking rules.
Yeah?
Now I have all the DLC to get through and the new tours they just released.
Yeah.
But you know what, Ryan?
historical
I'm going to
tours.
do it because that game is fun.
Yeah, we know that one DLC pack is still coming as well, like
Yep.
the weird fantasy one, and then apparently they said there's going to be even more announcements for AC Origins because
It doesn't sound like we're getting a new AC Origins for a few years now,
well,
so they're just going to keep working on this.
yeah, it sounds like
Which is great.
Like Origins is like their platform until the next Assassin's Creed comes out,
Mm-hmm.
which I still think it'll be next year.
It'll probably be next fall.
Yeah,
Let's-
there will be another one, but I think there'll probably be another like season pass for AC Origins.
You know what I'm going to be playing
sweet.
this week?
What?
The Division again.
Ooh,
Yeah, my buddy's playing the Division a lot. He's trying to get me to play it, so I think that's definitely going to be.
Apparently, they've really
the
fixed
docket.
the game, and 2018 version of the Division is very good.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I'm excited. I'm just scared I forget how to do anything in that game, and the inventory management was a real pain in the ass. So I'm not ready for that.
I keep putting off installing that game because like I keep remembering to do it at a point where like I'm doing something that requires my internet connection. I'm like, oh shit, right? Yeah.
I haven't
So-
installed. I don't have any of the DLC though, but apparently it doesn't matter because the DLC wasn't very good,
well, it was
and there's
for-
tons of free DLC.
Yeah, the last two expansions were pretty good because I actually played those.
Oh.
But yeah, the first like the underground one wasn't that great, and like the first one before that was just like extra items.
Yeah.
But yeah, like the survival one towards the end was really good. Like I really liked it. But yeah, I mean, unless the DLC is cheap, you probably
Yeah.
don't need to pick it up.
No.
As for me, again, I kind of stopped with Secret of Mana. We talked about it on the show last week, how I was not a huge fan of the remake, mainly because the game ate my save. And I don't feel like starting that game over again.
That is fucked up.
So, yeah, I got like 10 hours in. I got close to the Mana Fortress, and yeah, my save's gone. So, the Mana Fortress is where the end of the game is.
I really don't like the animation.
Yeah.
It is not clean.
It doesn't look bad when you look at it at like screenshots of it, but yeah.
Yeah.
In motion, it just
I was watching some videos on YouTube. No bueno.
especially like when you go to like where there's water, like when you go even like the waterfall at the beginning at like Gaia's navel, it doesn't look great.
Especially after playing like the remake of Shadow of the Colossus, which looked beautiful. It's
Yeah.
hard to go to this.
Exactly, because like Shadow of the Colossus for me is like an example of an amazing remake, like one of the like what an HD remake should be, and Secret of Mana is like what an HD remake should not be. And I mean,
if you're going to go from 2D to polygonal, which first of all I don't think you should do in general.
especially because like it's still a top-down game.
Yeah, you have to employ a level of artistry that like improves the game, not makes it the same or worse.
Right.
Like what I'd really like to see is someone do a 2D game like this and then hire some like amazing like animators and painters and stuff like that to like do like super high fidelity like hand painted backgrounds and like super well animated. Like that would be amazing.
Yeah.
I imagine that probably cost a lot of money, but
Yeah,
that's what I'd like
probably
to see.
just as much as making it a polygonal game.
Like get like the fucking Ori and the Blind Forest guys or the guys at the Odin Sphere.
Vanillaware.
Like get those fucking people to do like the remake or one of those
especially because like Vanillaware's games are all like Secret of Mana except side scrolling anyways. So it's like it's weird.
Or
it would be awesome if they
whoever
did that.
did Dragon Ball FighterZ, could you imagine them doing like a 3D Chrono Trigger and trying to make it look like, because they know how to make polygonal look like 2D, right?
Yeah.
And and Toriyama did all the designs for Chrono Trigger, so like let's make that happen.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
So yeah, Secret of Mana was a big disappointment, but again, I still think that if you've never played Secret of Mana, it's still a good way to play it as long as it doesn't eat your save 10 hours in.
Yeah.
And like the save from the cloud is corrupted too, so I can't even use my backup save. So that's no bueno. So I spent a lot of the week.
It's a microtransaction, Ryan. You have to pay $10 to get your save back.
You know what? I'd probably be okay with that if it actually worked, but it doesn't.
Don't say that aloud. The publishers are listening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That being said, I played a lot of World of Warcraft this week. So much so that I played 44 hours of World of Warcraft this week. Because, that game has got its hopes again.
According to Subnautica, I put 7 days into it, which I don't think is right because I think it's counting sometimes where it was like suspended.
Yeah. Because I know some PlayStation games do that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is
Like
really annoying.
Lost Sphere is one of those games too.
I know,
If you leave
I've-
it suspended, it just racks up the time.
I know I've played a lot of Subnautica, but not that much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's jump into the news this week. We have a few news stories, and one of them is really weird, like this one. Square Enix and Valve are teaming up for a crossover with Final Fantasy XV's PC release. So if you purchase the game on Steam, it will unlock a Gordon Freeman costume for Noctis that includes the HEV suit, glasses, and a crowbar.
Finally.
It is free until May 1st. It also sounds like there's another promotion in the works because there's apparently an EA Origin version of this game that has some unannounced promotion as well. So it sounds like there's going to be like an EA, like maybe a Mass Effect or Anthem or some other weird promotion. Maybe it'll be a FIFA promotion. Maybe Noctis will be able to dress up as some weird soccer player.
Okay.
But does this mean, Drew, I have to ask you this. Does this mean Half-Life 3 confirmed?
Yes. Half-Life 3 is coming out.
Yeah.
It's being published. It's being developed by Square.
It's got chocobos in it. That's
yeah.
a weird change for the series.
Yeah. Well, it takes place in some kind of weird alien multiverse, so why not?
It's still so weird, though. Like, the screens they showed of this, which, like, really bizarre.
To see Noctis in the HEV suit is somewhat upsetting. And the fact that I feel a deep personal offense every time Valve pulls this kind of shit.
This is some serious troll level shit.
Yeah, Valve just let Half-Life die. Let us forget about it. Let us stop thinking about it. And let us move on with our lives. This is kind of like it's kind of like having your spouse die and then having the person who killed them every once in a while exhume their body and then do some weird fucking puppetry with them. You're like, I'm still alive, and then bury them again.
Just wait till E3. Xbox will drop that Half-Life 3's coming.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, that's never gonna happen.
Where was that on your predictions this year?
I'm sorry. I didn't. Well, first off, I didn't know that this was coming. But
if Valve announces anything, which I don't think they will, it's not going to be at E3.
No. They have a new game coming out this week, though.
You know what Valve does? They just put out games.
Yeah.
Like, that's their thing now, right? So
And they just keep developing Dota, because they developed Dota.
Yeah.
Dota 2.
Yeah.
So.
Don't they have some card game coming?
who doesn't?
Oh, Dota! There is a Dota card game. I keep forgetting about that. The Dota card game is coming out this year.
Yeah,
forgot
there's
about
money in card games.
Because there was that amazing announcement where like they announced it in the stadium and like it looked like it was going to be Dota 2 or something, and then everyone was cheering, and then they saw it said it was a card game, and everyone was like booing it. It's so good. It's so good. All right, next up, EA has announced the long-rumored Burnout Paradise Remastered. It's coming to PS4 and Xbox One on March 16th and will contain all of the original game's DLC, including the DeLorean and the Ghostbusters car. It will run at 60 FPS, and it will be available in 4K on Xbox One X and PS4 Pro. This is crazy to me because this is EA, the company that said they will never, ever do HD remasters doing a remaster.
I mean, of all the games to do, this is a good one.
Yeah,
I forgot.
it's the wrong Burnout game.
I
though.
played Burnout.
Fuck off.
I played Burnout Paradise this week because of that.
Yeah?
It's extremely hard to see ahead of you in that game. Everything kind of blends into one. But I also
you're
forgot
supposed
that
to
it's
crash.
not as good as Burnout Revenge.
No, it's
No,
not. Burnout Revenge is so.
Paradise is my
The
favorite.
soundtrack for Paradise is ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean, it's got all 8 versions of Avril Lavigne's Girlfriend. If it makes you feel better.
It also has DJ Atomica. And
See,
everyone
that was a
DJ
good
Atomica.
change. That I'll give it that over Burnout Revenge. But it's just, to me, when I think about Burnout, it works so much. The series works so much better as like not as an open world game, but as a race to race kind of situation.
Okay.
Because my biggest problem with Paradise was driving between race to race, and you like barely overshot the stop sign. Because unlike Forza Horizon 3, you can't just warp to each race. You have to actually drive to it.
You have to drive to it,
And you have
yeah.
to sit exactly on the line, and it doesn't always work, and it's annoying. I don't know. I just didn't like the open world as much, especially after Horizon 3. Like, it's going to be tougher to go back to that game, I think.
Oh yeah.
Because I think that's like the pinnacle of that genre is Horizon 3.
What's on my finger?
I don't know.
It's up.
Do you want my pliers to
I
prepare?
kinda do.
I have here. Here you go. You can use them.
There
I'm
you go.
scared.
Okay, but you just take the pliers, man.
Jesus.
What's going on there?
I don't know. There's something on my finger, and I'm worried.
So I have a cactus spine in my finger. That's why I've been pulling out of my finger for the last couple of minutes. If you're ever
Rolling around with a
what's up?
cactus?
With what?
Come here. Give me your finger.
Oh my god.
Come here.
Are we doing this live on the
Where is
show?
it? Yeah.
Ah!
Jesus.
Looks like a scab, dude.
Oh.
Yeah, that's not coming off.
Okay.
Yeah, there
Well-
we go. So
Burnout Paradise, that's what we think about.
Yeah, doing some doctoring and Burnout.
Well, you are a doctor, as we established at the beginning of the show.
All of my philosophy and sociology professors always told me that I should have been a doctor. They're like, why do you get like 90s in biology and you get 80s in soc? And I'm like, because I like it better. They're like, why are you doing this? They get really mad at me.
And then you're like, I'm going to make pennies one day on a podcast.
Yeah.
I'll show you.
Yeah, I'll work for free.
Don't need a
motherfucker.
doctor.
Well, pennies.
Don't worry, I have a future in public broadcasting.
Yeah.
The pennies I leave in your couch for you, Ryan.
Ass pennies?
Actually, it's really hard to do that with that couch.
So yeah, I love Burnout Paradise. I'm really happy about this. The motorcycle, there was so much good free DLC for this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Burnout was at like a weird place where like nobody knew what the fuck DLC was or how it was going to work. So they had fun stuff like the DeLorean,
Yeah.
which can go between hover mode and not, and a few other cool things.
Yeah.
The DLC is not free on the version I have.
No. Well, that's because you have the back combat version.
Yeah.
But on the
They're-
remastered version, it includes everything.
It's all free.
Yeah.
I've never
The
used the motorbikes or anything.
the motorbikes
Or the
were-
toy cars.
The motorbikes were free. The toy cars were free initially.
Yeah.
And a few other things. It might have been like a window.
It was a
or
time
something.
thing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things on there.
Because
But
then
like,
they
I know like
re-released.
the new island that they released that was paid. That was their first.
Yeah,
paid
because then
DLC.
they released like an all-in-one bundle that included all that stuff
Yeah.
that was timed for free.
Yeah.
Eventually, but that version isn't backwards compatible.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't be able to play it anyways, Brock.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
But that's a really fun game.
Yeah.
I really like that.
No,
game.
and I
And
know
it looks
that
really pretty.
Burnout fans are always split down the middle on whether they like Paradise or Takedown/Revenge, but yeah, I mean,
Paradise was the last Burnout game. So
I'm good to at least see a new Burnout game, even if it is a remaster.
Because there's no pilot mode in that,
Yeah,
which I think
there's
is
no
missing.
crash mode either.
There's no crash.
mode.
That's what I mean, the crash mode.
Yeah.
yeah.
The one thing I'm going to say as well, though, I wonder if this opens the door to more remasters from EA. Like, people have been clamoring for like the Mass Effect trilogy forever and some other games. So I wonder if this means that they're more open to that idea, because Peter Moore famously said they will never ever do it unless they run out of ideas.
Well, they need to get established fan love again. So this is opening the doors for that.
Yeah.
After they botched so many releases, it's time to fix things with the general public.
Yeah,
And this is a good way to do it.
I think so too. All right, next up, speaking of remasters, Mega Man Legacy Collection 1 and 2 for Switch has a release date. It will be available on May 22nd as a single physical cartridge package, although Legacy Collection 1 will be on the cartridge, and then Legacy Collection 2 will be a downloadable code in the box, similar to the Bayonetta 1 and 2 situation where Bayonetta 1 was a download. It will also include the 3DS Amiibo challenges that were exclusive to that version of the game, but they're also adding the rewind feature from Disney Afternoon Collection, so people like Brock would be able to play Mega Man for once.
Yay!
Yay!
I'm really excited to play this again on Switch because any excuse for me to have Mega Man on another console, I'm going to take it.
Cool.
And the Amiibo challenges from 3DS, don't sleep on those because those were all really good. They were all created by people from prominent in the Mega Man community as well as other journalists and then programmers at Capcom. They did some really cool stuff with those.
Yeah.
And last but not least, Bardock and Broly are the first 2 DLC characters announced for Dragon Ball FighterZ. No release date was given, but they'll be the first two of 8 characters that'll be included in the FighterZ with a Z pass.
We knew this was coming, right? Because they're like the leaks from the something
these
data
two
mine
were
shit.
they data mined lobby avatars.
Yeah.
Which, as Brock knows from playing Dragon Ball FighterZ, the lobby avatars are like your little avatar in the lobby,
little chibi
and
things.
many of those aren't playable characters in the game.
Yeah.
So even though those lobby avatars leaked, it didn't mean that they were going to be characters. It just meant they were going to be lobby avatars.
Like Master Roshi?
Yeah, exactly. Or Cooler, or some of the other characters.
Come on, we should have a playable Cooler.
Cooler's awesome. I really want to see him as a character.
So, Broly is he's the Super Saiyan who was too badass to be Super Saiyan, right?
He's the legendary Super Saiyan. So what that basically means is like he has like a not like a DNA defect where essentially when he goes Super Saiyan, he goes berserk. Like he can't control his power essentially. It's really weird.
And he was kicked off of Planet Seiya for being too awesome.
Yes, exactly. He also has a grudge against Goku, and you know the reason he has a grudge against Goku?
Because Goku is really handsome.
No, because Goku and him as babies.
That's right.
Had like their beds right next to each other, and Goku would cry all the time as a kid, and he got pissed off.
Yes.
Well, that.
Yeah.
It's really weird.
Dragon Ball's really fucking weird, and Bardock is
Bardock's Goku's dad.
right.
Bardock looks exactly like Goku, but he has a sweet eyepiece, and I like his outfit.
He's got a cool scar too.
Like he's got a scouter.
Yeah.
So he can tell you what your power level is.
Exactly.
Is it over?
It's over something.
It's over 9,000.
I don't like Bardock at all.
I didn't really like. It was interesting to learn his backstory, but then I was like, do I even care? And the answer was no.
The answer is no.
I mean,
can we get some non-Saiyans in this game, please?
No, because next they're going to add like Kefla and Kid Trunks and Goten. And
Oh, God. Please, no.
Maybe Kaba. No, it's interesting because now it looks like they're starting to move into the movie characters. Maybe we'll finally get a playable Garlic Jr. or something.
Great. Yeah, that's what I
Garlic
want.
Jr. sucks.
Where's Cell at?
Cell?
Yeah.
Well, they have Cell.
They do? Oh, yeah, they do
Perfect
have Cell.
Cell.
Right, they have Perfect Cell.
Yeah, they don't.
That's the Cell you
and
want.
the lobby avatars have like the other 2 evolutions of Cell. Like you can have like first form Cell as your avatar, but you only need Perfect Cell.
Raditz, baby.
No.
You need. I think they should bring a bunch of like original Dragon Ball characters, like Garlic.
Yeah, you got Jirobe.
Yeah.
Or Master Roshi.
Master Roshi,
Or
baby.
Oolong.
Or Mercenary Tao.
Oolong.
I think he'd be a good character.
Oolong. I'll say it again. Oolong.
He doesn't fight though.
That's more reason to put him in the game.
I mean, it's just like making an argument for Mr. Satan because Mr. Satan would punch you and it would do no damage.
Exactly.
That's the rules of Dragon Ball.
That'd be awesome.
That would be fun.
You would never win though.
I'd be in sport.
But you can have him on your team just to taunt people. To annoy people.
Come up with a reason. Gin up a reason to make the fucking Oolong.
I mean, that's never
Super Saiyan.
never stopped them from doing that before. With Mr. Satan, but
or Yamcha even.
Yeah, but Yamcha at least he can control energy. He at least stands a chance. You could even make a better argument for Videl than Mr. Satan.
No. Again, Oolong
or Oolong.
Like Oolong trains under Yamcha for a while, and now he can fight real good. Problem solved. Boom.
I mean, if Yamcha is his teacher, I don't know about that.
Yeah. No,
teaching him how to use the Wolf Fang Fist.
That's right.
Arroo!
That happened.
Yeah.
Deal with it. I mean, it's Dragon Ball Z. It's already completely absurd. Just make it more absurd.
Well, I mean, you haven't played the story mode before already, so you don't know the even absurdity that goes to.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Here's the story mode. You fight a lot of clones over and over and over again.
Hey, why don't you just fight clone Goku, Piccolo, and Tien on like 5 different points of the same map in a row
Yeah.
That's real fun.
It's real fun.
Yeah. Speaking of real fun, Brock, let's talk about this week's new releases. And I'm going to let you go with this first one. Payday 2 comes this way.
Don't fucking buy it. Now, someone on Twitter was like, oh, I think I'll finally pick it up. Don't. It's an old version of the game.
Yeah.
It's a bad game if you have a shit ton of money to burn on microtransactions. It's even shittier game if you don't.
Yeah.
There is nothing good about Payday 2. The AI is awful. The UI is real bad. The levels are extremely boring and pointless. There is nothing good about Payday 2.
You know what makes this even better, of course, is that Payday is a game like Left 4 Dead that's all about team coordination with voice chat.
What do you need? What can't you do on the Switch, Ryan?
You can't voice chat without the app, without the mobile app. The mobile app does not support Payday 2.
So how do you play Payday 2 on a Switch?
You don't?
Badly.
Yeah.
Real badly.
Yeah. It also apparently has a bunch of performance problems and stuff too. So.
Of course it does. It's a bad system they built it on, and it's going to be such a cash cow. They're going to get people to buy it. They're not ever going to support it because they've never supported the console versions or the PC versions. Yeah. So of course they're just going to sell a broken game. And be like, man, fuck you. But if you buy this $2.50 lock, then you'll be able to access more stuff.
There you go.
Because there's vaults in the game that you can't unlock unless you buy DLC to unlock them.
Well, that's
which
fun.
makes it really frustrating.
That sounds really
What's
fun.
wrong with video games, guys?
I don't know.
Remember when you used to pay someone $60 and then they gave you a video game and then you did all the stuff in the video game and then that was it?
Yeah, but this game
do we have a price on Payday 2?
$70.
Holy fuck. You could buy like 100 good indies on the Switch for that same price. Yeah. Not 100, but maybe like 10.
You could buy like 3 copies of Celeste and then
could.
still have money.
The point of my comment, Ryan, was we now pay people like $80 and you find out that you can only play 2/3 of the video game unless you give them more money.
Mm-hmm. True.
I mean, I know that's oversimplifying the whole thing, but like, shit, I'm sick of having the same conversation over and over and over again. You know, like, guys, if us paying one lump sum for video games is not enough, if that can't cover the cost of making it, then figure out what that lump sum is. Like, how do I pay this? Stop trying to fucking trick me into paying perpetually for a game. I'm sick of this shit.
Yeah.
You know, like, I don't want games as service. I want a game I can buy and play. Period. Right? That's it. I know that I know that the industry thinks this is the way to make money and that they're focused on infinite growth. That's the problem with the games industry. It's not. It's nothing to do with the games. Fuck this. I'm so sick of this shit. Yeah. It's so frustrating.
We've had so many conversations about microtransactions.
But everybody has, and it is a reason why it is such a dominating thing in the industry. Because essentially the industry is colluding with one another to leverage more money out of people, and nobody wants it. Like how many times has someone said, yeah, those microtransactions were a really good thing. They really improved the game. 0 times that's happened.
Yeah.
0 times.
But we keep saying this and people keep buying them.
That's true.
Because Battlefront 2 keeps selling.
Yeah.
But Battlefront 2 hasn't had microtransactions since it.
Well, it's coming back real soon.
No, it is. But I'm saying, yeah.
Man, I should have played that game. It's a bad game. I don't know how you got through it, Ryan.
I'm stuck at that one spot.
The multiplayer is no fun.
Really?
No fun.
At least the multiplayer I had a lot of fun with.
I just want to get into a TIE Fighter and shoot some things. Actually, I want to get a TIE Defender. You guys didn't even put that in the game. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did. $7.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know. Probably.
There's no TIE Defender.
It's a random $7.
It's going to be more.
Yeah. All right, well, let's move on from microtransactions and talk about some positive stuff. Moss is coming out this week on PS4.
Moss is really fun. Moss is a really great game.
What's Moss? I don't know what Moss is.
It's a PSVR title, but a little mouse wearing knight armor.
Oh, that
it's
game.
Really fun.
Oh, cool. Okay, yeah. That game looks cool.
It looks cool. The Blob 2 remastered.
Yes.
Comes out on
We were talking about that last week.
Exactly.
Yeah.
THQ Nordic, another game from them.
Represent.
This week. And then, as Brock mentioned before, Turok Dinosaur Hunter and Turok 2 The Seeds of Evil remastered are coming to Xbox One this week. They're $20 each. I don't know how well they're going to play, but I'm sure we'll find out.
I will let you know next week.
Yeah.
On the show.
Yeah. N64 games all the way, baby.
All the way, baby.
Although both these games came to PC, so maybe it's just the ports of the PC version. Fun fact about these remasters, by the way, they're being brought to us by that same studio that Drew and I talked about last week, who were working on the System Shock remake.
No, but I thought that was all but done.
Well, it's on hiatus.
Yes.
Which we talked about last week, which is why it's funny because they're releasing 2 games this week, but the game we talked about last week is on hiatus. Anyways.
You also forgot that Bridge Constructor Portal is coming out this week.
That's right. I didn't mark it down, but I meant to say it.
And Darkest Dungeon.
Yeah.
Darkest Dungeon was already up, though.
But it's coming on Xbox.
Yeah.
Oh, it's coming to
PS4?
Xbox this
Yeah.
week. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, now it's on everything.
Yeah, now it's on everything. It's on Switch. It's on everything. It's
Yeah.
fun. It's a fun game.
Is it?
It's really good.
Download it.
It's tough. It's not easy.
No,
Then
it's,
I won't
it's,
download
it's
it.
a roguelike.
Yeah.
It's really good.
You get to build brothels.
But it's real hard.
Brothels are a thing.
Yeah, because, I mean, you need to relieve stress somehow. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. After seeing the eldritch horrors that live beneath the
Fable Fortune also came out.
Yeah. Well,
It did?
it's
Yeah,
coming out of
finally.
early access this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Xbox February 23rd.
Oh, that's the card game, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, fuck that.
I like card games, and I'm not even interested in this game. I'm sorry. I'm just not.
I can't believe they're still making it.
I freaked out because there are new Magic the Gathering decks that's coming in April, but yeah, I'm not excited about Fable Fortune. Anyway,
Nobody is.
before we go, we promised Brock when he was here last time we're gonna play video game 20 questions. So that's what we're gonna do.
Hooray.
We have enough time to do this before we go.
I like your enthusiasm, Drew.
So.
It's my favorite part of the show.
So, basically, in case you haven't seen us play video game 20 questions before, basically it's like regular 20 questions where you, Brock and Drew, as a team, will have 20 yes or no questions to guess what the game I'm thinking about is. This was inspired totally by the Game Scoop podcast they played on that show. In fact, on one of the episodes, my 20 questions suggesting to them was read. And I totally stumped.
I'm gonna do this one upside down.
You know we're on video, right?
Yeah, no.
Okay, cool.
That's why I'm
Yeah,
doing
You
it
just have
upside
to
down.
talk into the microphone. Like,
Yeah, or else they
There you
can't
go.
hear you.
There we go.
Yeah.
Sweet. I'm doing this upside down.
So, anyways,
Excellent.
you guys have 20 questions starting now.
Brock, would you like to start?
Was it released before 2000?
No.
Okay. Was it a platform exclusive?
No.
Okay.
It's a multi-platform game.
Multi-platform game.
Was it original title?
What do you mean by original title?
Was it the first of a series and or like a first of its kind?
Like,
No.
was it like a remake or et cetera, et cetera?
No.
Was it available when it was first released on an optical disc format of some kind?
Yes.
Okay. So
I mean, it's not an N64 game. That's the only game or a Switch game.
yeah, so it's not on a cartridge
No.
or something like that.
No.
Yeah.
Oh. Is it a series still around today?
Yes.
Ah, interesting.
And keep in mind as well, I mentioned, like, back to your other question, it is, in fact, a sequel. So keep that in mind.
Is it a role playing game?
No.
Oh. Is it a game with a female lead?
No. Well, there are multiple leads in this game. So there's not an easy way of saying a yes or no to this. But I'll give you a gimme. I won't count that as a question. But I mean,
is really hard.
there are multiple leads, and one of the leads, at least one of the leads, is female.
Okay. Is it Golden Axe? It's Golden Axe, isn't it?
Oh, it's definitely Golden
It's
Axe.
released after 2000.
Yeah, I know. Is it okay? Was the publisher a North American publisher?
Yes.
Okay, so it's a North American publisher.
Yep.
Was this a PlayStation 4 launch title?
No.
Okay.
I think in PS3 game.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, PS4 launch title doesn't necessarily mean
Okay.
it's not on PS4. I just don't want you to paint yourself in a corner.
Right.
Nobody puts Brocky in a corner.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it available on the PC?
Yes.
Okay.
I had to think about that for a second, but yeah, it is.
Figure out.
Is it Final Fantasy?
No, we already said it's a role play.
It's not
Oh,
even
right.
available on PC yet
Okay.
until next week. Or sorry, 2 weeks.
Is it a shooter?
No, that's 10.
Okay. Is it an action game? A third-person action game?
No.
I mean, okay. Is it? Got anything else over there?
Yeah. No.
No,
I think you
neither
guys
do
should
I.
still try and narrow down generation because you still don't really know what generation.
Okay, is it a PS4 game?
Yes.
Okay. Was it available on the PlayStation 3?
No.
Okay.
Current gen game.
Okay.
Multi-platform.
I don't think you've ever done
Multiple
a current gen game.
leads.
Yeah.
Not a role-playing game or an action game.
Okay. Is it a fighting game?
Yes.
Interesting.
Is it based on a comic book property?
Yes.
Marvel vs. Capcom?
Maybe.
Injustice?
Maybe. No.
No.
War of the Imperfects.
No. Oh my God, that game's so bad.
Is that what it was called?
No.
Battle the Imperfects.
Rise of the Imperfects.
Rise of the Imperfects.
That was actually last gen as well. That was a PS3 game.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that was
That was a terrible fighting
That
game.
was the EA answer to Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yeah. Yeah. It was like, we have the Marvel license now, and we're going to do good things with it.
We're gonna
Does
do
the
a
game have Mega Man?
No.
Oh.
Okay.
So it's not Marvel vs. Capcom.
No, it's not.
It's not Injustice.
It's not Injustice. Why do you say it's not Injustice?
Injustice wasn't on older systems.
But you already know this game isn't on older systems. You asked
Yeah,
that.
well, it's not on
Okay.
PlayStation 3. It's on
So maybe it
PlayStation
is
4.
Injustice?
Maybe it is. Ask.
Is it Injustice 2?
Yes, it is.
Yeah!
17 questions.
Yeah!
There you go.
The mistake we always make is that we think it's something obscure.
Yeah.
That's what usually sometimes is.
Yeah.
Ryan does like to get out there.
Released in 2017, multiple leads, including Supergirl, Superman, and Batman.
He's not wrong there.
Because you play as multiple characters, and there
Yeah,
isn't
like-
really one that's the lead.
Yeah.
If anything, Supergirl is probably the lead, but not
Yeah.
really.
She-
Batman is too,
Yeah.
as well, just as much.
Yeah. The game ends on Batman, Superman, right?
Exactly.
Like it's more their journey than Supergirl plays an important part in it, but yeah.
But it also starts off with the.
I thought it was Brainiac's game.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
So there you go. Injustice 2, released on PS4, Xbox One, and PC in 2017. Very, very good stuff. I also had one really tough one, but we unfortunately do not have enough time to go through it.
Not today, but there's always next week.
But next week, I feel like we have a lot to talk about next week. Anyways,
All right, Ryan can see into the future.
No, I have ideas. Anyways, before we go, plugs go.
Crystal Ball cast.
I am Crystal Ballcast. I'm at D McMill on Twitter, where you can see all the newest, hottest recipes. Stay tuned.
Hashtag get hyped.
Yeah, I'll post my Caesar salad dressing recipe there next.
Very nice.
Very, very good.
Yeah. Brock?
You can find me on Twitter at Brock McLaughlin. You can find me on my website, Brockstar Gaming. You can find me on Caboose Double XL talking Marvel Infinity War on YouTube today.
Ooh.
You can find me on Heads Up Daily. That's on your TV on Wednesday. Talking, I don't know what I'm going to be talking about yet, but I get to talk about Rage, so that'll be fun.
Rage the video game?
No, just Rage in general, which will probably be about Payday. Because
Metal Gear Survive.
I want to take my hate for Payday onto TV or Metal Gear. I'm not even going to play Metal Gear Survive. I know I'm going to hate that. And you can find me hitchhiking for a ride home because our transit system is broken.
Actually, one other place people can find you, mixer.com/Brockstar.
Yeah, I'll be on there. I'll probably be on there later tonight.
Yeah, because you've been doing a lot of streaming lately. I want to make sure we promote this.
Yeah. Please come to Mixer. I really like the platform. I am finding getting people to watch on Mixer is incredibly hard. It is a smaller space, but there's just less eyeballs there. So it's all about getting in the hype zone, and we've been trying to do that for PUBG. But it's tough out there for a streamer.
Yeah. But at least the co-streaming thing seems to be fun. Though,
The co-streaming is really fun. I really like that. I like how they
Dapper.
gamify the points on Mixer. That's pretty neato.
Yeah.
So you can get rewarded for watching at home. It is a little unclear still what the rewards are, but there are some there.
There's one that we really want that we're working towards with the Game Moose channel, which is to build the Game Moose team.
Oh, I have
We need
that.
5,000 points.
I have 5,000.
Oh, geez.
I have way over 5,000.
Your power level's over 5,000, bro?
I'm like Super Saiyan 3 Braku.
Well, you're actually more just like you're a little over your base. You're kind of like using Kaioken. That's what you're kind of
Okay.
Yeah.
So check that out. I like to talk shit on there, so it's fun.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And as for me, you can find me on Twitter at Ryan Turford. That's TURFORD. You can also find us, the Game Moose Podcast, on game_moose_cast on Twitter, on Facebook at facebook.com/Game Moose Podcast, and podcast services around the globe, as well as game-moose.com, our cool website for cool people. Anyways, for Drew McMillan and Brock McLaughlin, I'm Ryan Turford. This has been episode 114 of the Game Moose Podcast, and we're out.